Hey, and welcome back to part 2 of Wrestling in Mom's Basement. I, of course, am Patrick Young. The sketch to my right knows that you don't have to wait for the Earth to turn on a 47-degree axis so the stars can create an equinox and you can see the Big Dipper. Jody.
That's when the famous Big Bear Booty died.
Yes.
Public Pump. Scott Steiner. Who I think one day will be in NXT.
No.
Alright.
Not one bit.
They can use him.
I think Triple H is going to keep him as far away as possible from himself, his family, and NXT.
Okay.
And the WWE.
This is our NXT review.
Can anyone blame Triple H?
No.
Not in the slightest.
This is our NXT review for August 23rd, 2017. It's the first post-Takeover Brooklyn 3 episode with an Ashback main event featuring Stars of the United Kingdom. Pete Dunne and Wolfgang battle Trent Seven and Tom Brady in the main event, which I'll get to in a little bit.
Yeah. We were actually there for the tapings because they took place before Takeover Brooklyn 3.
That was the only in-ring action on the show. Sarah Logan had every opportunity to show her skills ahead of the Mae Young Classic, which airs on WWE Network this Monday, the first 4 episodes. Mm-hmm. Then the following Tuesday, the second 7 episodes. Then the following week, live on the network right for SmackDown. No one's number 205 Live falls that week. And all the top moments of Saturday's Takeover were also recapped. Show started with No Way Jose versus Lars Sullivan. No Way Jose came out, made his normal entrance, but he was jumped by Lars. He called Jose's attempt and fighting back and left him lying with a big slam. I know you didn't see this.
Yeah, I was busy getting drinks because he told me to get my drinks before the show started. And I was going to originally run in between a match or two so I can cut off lines. But he told me to go beforehand, and I heard No Way Jose's entrance going on. And when I came back, there was nothing going on in the ring. So I did not see this whatsoever.
And this is the beginning of a rivalry between Jose and Sullivan. Fine, if it was an example of Sullivan losing composure just attacking a non-fellow star, that's okay. When I said it was a flat beatdown and it didn't really spark any interest or excitement for a program, and how Jose has been important recently. And Price's Sandy feud with Ty and Rai, Jose has been important. And Lars has yet to be seen as a singles guy. So, that's not the highest way to start off the program, but that's not saying it can't end up being highest. Up next was Sarah Logan versus Peyton Royce. Then they came with a series of roll-ups followed, and then a fisherman suplex by Peyton scored her a victory. I thought it was a surprisingly competitive match that Sarah shined in.
Yeah. As
underdog at Peyton, I probably should display some skills that fans have never seen from him before. And the dynamic between them was really good. And they wanted to create and they're keeping the iconic duo in NXT. It did create a storyline, I guess, right there in the Mae Young Classic for Sarah versus them.
I guess for them it would be a bit more of an even competition than when they were with Asuka.
Yeah.
I also remember Peyton getting a huge pop in Brooklyn. I think she's fantastic. I think Billy's fantastic, and it's also great to see Sarah get a chance to see what she can do. I thought the match was great. It's aces in my book.
Yeah. And the main event, Tyler Bate and Trent Seven versus Pete Dunne and Wolfgang. Bate hit the Tiger Drive 97 on Dunne, but Wolfgang blindsided Pete Dunne beforehand, and he called the senton. Called Tyler Bate with a senton to score the win. The four of them have a within ring chemistry, which is a surprise for those who watch the UK tournament. So that when I think of the UK guys, it's always going to result in a high quality match.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne, I believe, was the one that was the most over with the audience, I believe.
Yes, he was.
And Tyler Bate might be one of the most underrated guys under contract right now.
Oh, yeah. Hugely underrated. Somehow he's underrated at the age of 20.
20, so. Yeah. And Wolfgang Fish, for me, was a nice surprise. And they set him up for a showdown with Pete Dunne at some point in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, it was great to see them live. I didn't expect to see Pete Dunne, which surprised me because I knew he was injured and couldn't do a Progress show that weekend.
Right.
It was also surprising that he was also injured in the match, and that he actually did work in the match.
Yeah, it wasn't like catching.
Yeah,
He was in the match.
Yeah. He wasn't just standing on the apron the whole time. He was actually in the match doing things.
Yeah.
It was a great match.
Yeah, it was another good show at NXT for the people that came close to me feeling takeover.
Yeah.
I guess much like what, and that'll do all for this video. Like I said, this is a short NXT.
Really short video.
Yeah, our short is more likely at 5 minutes.
I'm not even sure if your videos alone when we first
Sorry,
started were
we're-
even this short.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The more we keep talking, the longer it goes too. So.
Yeah, so we'll leave it off here. Links are down below, and we'll be right back with the throwback reviews of In Your House, Confessed by Our Enemies, and Rebellion 2002.
Part 3.
Part
Definitely.
3. Alright.